So we're rolling.
How you doing, folks? Down here in Bloomfield, New Jersey. Brother Pete.
Hey there.
Just want to mention we're over here at Prospect and Thornton, Prospect Street, Thornton Street, Bloomfield, New Jersey. Just want to point out this building here kind of shocks me. That Zinc's Tavern, second home to me back in the day. September 17th, I woke up with a hangover, like many other days, and that was where my last drink and drunk was. Almost 36 years ago, and now it's in a building. If they dug deep into the ground, they probably find some of my money. Just for all you youngsters out there, it was one heck of a place, good and bad. So just wanted to share it with you. A lot of friends, some aren't here, most are, but yeah, Bloomfield. Loved it. Great place.
You know what I wanted to talk about, Rich, was remember when when the guy that owned it,
Bobby Zinc.
Bobby
and his brother Jack.
He used to wear a paper bag on his head. And light the paper bag on his head.
Yes. He'd have a few extra beers in him, and that's what he'd do.
Light a paper bag.
Yes, being that it was his place.
And then he'd come over to you and he'd have a cigarette and he'd be like, hey, so how's it going? Like he'd just lean on the bar like talking to you with this paper bag on fire.
Yes, that was the kind of night it was. A lot of fun. When you own a bar, I guess you could do that. But he loved everybody, and everybody was friends in there.
He's owned by two firemen, right? East Orange.
Very good, yes.
Bobby and Jackson.
Yes, that was it. Yep, and a lot of memories there. A lot of good people. We could stand here for an hour naming all the folks that went in there.
And did you say what date it was that was your last?
September 17th, 1984.
Nice. September 18th,
So that's my little story there.
Okay.
Yeah.
Zinc's, Prospect Street at Thornton. And you got Myrtle over here. Yeah. Okay, well, here we are on Myrtle and Orange Street. Very famous kind of place for Bloomfield in general. And this was the home of the Dirt Club, believe it or not. This is what's there now. Nice big apartment building. Remember the Dirt Club, Rich?
He's waving. Yes, oh yes. Somebody was waving to me.
Hey, how you doing? Let's go over to this corner real quick.
That's the Dirt Club, folks.
Yeah.
Johnny Dirt.
Johnny Dirt.
Actually, I just want to say last week we were over at his house in East Orange.
That's right.
So,
lives
Pete,
over near Holy Name, Johnny Dirt.
Pete, did you play there with your band, actually?
Yes, I did.
Okay.
The Pawns.
Tell us a little story.
And Brother Vin.
Yes, tell us a story.
Well, there's 8 boys in our family, and myself and our youngest brother, Vinny, had a band along with another guy, Chris, the Pawns. Maybe I'll throw a little Pawns music up for this video.
No blacks and whites and civil rights. Stress, it's called a parade. This poor world just can't take no more. Take no more. So run inside and...
Yeah. Anyway, we played the Dirt Club. Yeah.
Johnny.
Quite a few times. We actually did a rock opera here called The Waiter.
Yes.
Yeah. Johnny Dirt. Let me fix the lighting here. So you can see this is Myrtle Street, and
known as Watsessing Center too.
This is Orange Street, Myrtle, Orange.
Are you on YouTube?
Yeah.
What's the YouTube channel?
Pete Smith 5.
Oh, Pete Smith?
Pete Smith
Pete Smith.
5. Yeah. No, Pete, like Peter. Like Peter, Pete. P-E-T-E. Yeah. And that's Dodd Street. That's where Dodd Street. Got a fan over there. He's going
Yes.
to check out my YouTube channel now.
Yes, they were popular.
You want to go across the Marquee
Yes.
Lounge?
Yes.
All right, we're going to go over to the Marquee Lounge.
Well,
All right, we're rolling.
Okay,
Tell us.
I'm going to just tell you, this was the entrance to the their club, and there used to be, actually, I want to mention, besides the bouncer, there was a twins that were, I think they're from Jamaica, maybe, wherever they're from. Remember the twins that were dancers here?
No,
Yes, come on.
I don't remember.
I don't know if they're African American, but they were the two twins. Bobby knows that. You remember? their names.
Girls or guys?
Guys, and they're always
Oh,
here
yeah.
every night.
Right,
And-
right.
I forget their names, but they were always here near the door, and they would be the dancers. And of course, the bouncer. The bouncer was a cop.
Yeah, Bloomfield cop, right?
Yeah, and he would
Had a
be-
bald head?
Yes, and he was. I forget his name, but they were all there. And what was his wife's name?
Janie? No,
I forget her name. but
Julie?
She was sober all the time. Because basically she had to save the place.
Yeah, she had to keep control of
Yes.
things.
But
I
that
can't
was
remember
the deal.
her name, but yeah. Marnie? I think it was Marnie.
It might have been, but this is their club nonetheless.
Yeah.
And Johnny
Nice
used
flowers.
to have, yes, beautiful flowers. And Johnny used to have festivals in the Passaic River,
Oh, yeah.
and he would give out dirt bags. I believe I have one somewhere still.
Yeah, he used to have something called the Sloozy Fest.
The Sloozy Fest.
Or Sleaze.
We'll have to ask around on that one.
Shoot,
but
what was that called? Not the something. Yeah, in the Passaic River.
in the Passaic River.
Dirty. Right on the Passaic
Yes.
River, we'd have the he'd have the flatbed, and the bands would play right
Yes,
there.
and then he'd jump into the river.
Slime Fest, I
Slime
think it was
Fest.
called.
Now right here, this is the Marquee Lounge, and it was Shorty and the Trio, and that was his band, a country western. I want to tell you a quick story. I did a lot of my partying, we'll call it, in here, but nonetheless, they asked me once. I begged Shorty to let me play the drums once, and he finally said, "Okay, Lunk." They called me Lunk, Lunk, and I had had a few extra beers. And I went downstairs, and of course, he had all the older people down there listening to his country music. And he let me get on the drums finally, and I tried playing Led Zeppelin to the country music. After about into 28 seconds into the song, I fell off the drum set, and everybody's booing, and they just brought me back upstairs. So that was my career in playing the drums for Shorty Trio and the Cross.
Wow.
So anyway, that was my story for the Marquee Lounge. This is
Yeah.
another nice place for everybody to get
Big
together.
hangout.
Big
for the
hangout.
Watsessing crowd.
Everybody loved it.
I got a little Marquee story.
I'd love to hear it.
Well, I got my jaw broken in the Marquee.
Oh, that's right. Steve Mealy, I believe it was.
That's right.
And why did that happen, Pete?
I'm not going to get into why it happened, but
Was it good,
let's just
good
say
fun, was it?
my mouth and my wisecracks got the best of me, and
Maybe that's a little lesson for the young people there.
yeah.
What would that be?
Well, keep your mouth closed. Keep your mouth closed. You're
Okay.
better off. And if you can't handle your liquor, get sober.
That's it. Oh, I like
where
that. I like
what I had
that.
to
The
do.
same with me.
And
If you want to play drums right, stay a little sober, only have one beer.
Yeah.
Because I certainly learned my lesson too.
well, we were cursed. We were cursed with the Irish. I don't know the Irish curse.
That's it. That's
And,
about it. Yep.
Yeah, I had a wise mouth especially when I was drinking, and and I
That's-
guess I didn't keep my mouth shut either while I was in the fight. I guess I had my mouth
Yeah,
open. Not a good way to.
And Steve was
End the
no,
night, let me
Steve
tell
was
you.
no Steve was no skinny little guy either.
Oh, he was known. Steve was known for one punch.
Yes.
He could clock you.
Steve
and
was
that
packed.
was it. Yeah.
He,
had
Steve
a
could have been a
reputation
running
for the-
back for the New York Jets.
Yeah.
Maybe the Jets needed him.
Yeah.
But here we go. If you take a quick glance down here, here are the tracks.
Yeah.
There's the tracks that we talk about often.
Yeah.
And that's another story for later on.
That leads to
To the wind tunnel.
the wind tunnel and Watsessing Park.
Yes.
Yeah.
There you go.
Okay. And over there was Eskimo Pie.
Oh, yes, with Paul Samuels, I
don't know if
believe,
it's still
right there.
open, but
It looks like it's open.
I
It
think
may,
the Home Depot is down that way now somewhere.
if you take the street here, it runs down to Home Depot. You cannot get through here now to
Oh, there's
Bloomfield
a Home
Ave.
Depot sign. Yeah.
Yeah, if you come around right here to the street right behind us, it'll run you through. But it used to go right out to Bloomfield Ave. They have it blocked off now.
You can't even get out to Bloomfield Ave?
No, you cannot. Nope.
Wow.
That's
I
all
didn't
changed.
know that. So let's just show people what it looks like today.
See where that ends?
Oh yeah, it
Yep.
ends right down there.
That's the backyard for Home Depot.
Huh. I think Bernadette used to live down there. Girl I used to see.
Oh, well, Pete, you were known to have girls all over the place.
We're not good. Should we talk about girls, our girlfriends
you know,
back then?
I don't know whose stories could top whose, but we'll leave that for
We'll have
another
to
day.
think about that one before we
Yeah.
start putting it on.
Yeah, we might get in
film.
trouble here.
Yeah.
This is a rated G walk here or talk.
Well, there we are.
We might go up to R, but I
Marquee
don't know.
Lounge and the Dirt Club.
Yeah.
I used to walk in the Dirt Club with a 6-pack of the Nips. You remember the little Nips?
Wait, you go in there with
I'd
the
go
stuff
in there
your
because I was
pocket?
too cheap to buy them. No, I'd have them in the hood of my winter jacket. In case. Johnny caught me one time.
Well, and with John Deese, I give him
He
a
got pissed. He got pissed, but he didn't throw me out forever.
Ah, you needed your money. Come on.
Then when I had the band, when I was sober, came back with the band, I don't think he really remembered. I don't know.
Johnny died about 10
All
years
right.
ago.
I'm gonna shut this down now. Yeah, God bless him.
Yeah.
He was a friend to the musicians and the artists. Yeah,
He was a
passed
great
away.
guy. We'll leave it
All
at
right,
that.
we'll leave it at that.
Nice, Pete.
Wow, it's dilapidated. So this is what we used to call this Peerless, right? Did we call this the Peerless lot? Like, was this part of Watsessing still?
Yeah. Yes,
Okay.
it is.
I remember this lot. There was a lot here, and we used to park. People used to park and park there. I remember, like, Joey would have his Trans Am or something, have the hood popped, and
I think it was a Plymouth, but nonetheless, whatever, I don't know. But when we play stickball, a lot of times they park it
Stickball.
right up against the school too.
yeah, right
Yes.
where that Atlantic
Yes,
dumpster is.
you're right about this though. There
Watsessing
was
School.
a parking lot here, and it was actually a parking lot here.
And we would have keg parties here sometimes.
Sometimes, yes.
We did hang out here quite a bit
Right,
in this lot.
right.
And people would say, "Where are we going tonight?" And they'd be like, "Oh, the lot, the Peerless lot, or whatever." That's what I remember it as. But
Yeah,
is
and it
part of
was. It
Watsessing.
was.
And then this was Peerless Tube.
That was Peerless too.
This was where the factory. I don't know if it's still there, but sorry, right?
The factory is actually there, but this side is gone.
This was the building over here.
Yeah, it's gone. That's what they're tearing down.
And they would. This would be going like all night.
Yes, I didn't
You'd
realize.
hear
They must have
blappada,
shut
blappada,
down.
blappada, 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 blappada.
Yes, I don't. Are they shut down, Pete? They must be.
Yeah, because that's a self-storage, and
Oh,
then
yes,
the
wow.
Peerless building is gone.
Right. But that was part of Peerless too.
I
on
think
that
they were
side.
all part of Peerless.
It was
back
all
then.
Peerless on both sides. Wow, that's shocking.
And that's Peerless Tube. That was like toothpaste tubes or something.
Yeah, oh yeah, I actually worked there.
You worked there?
Yeah, and what happened is another story I really ain't gonna get into other than I went off on break, and of course you know what happened. And when I came back, I fell asleep, and there's this machine that came down with all things that you put toothpaste tubes on, and I fell asleep like 6:30 in the evening, and all the tubes that came down, and you had to take them and stick them on the sticks, just fell, and they woke me up, and there's a big pile of toothpaste tubes because I missed them all. So
Oh my gosh.
anyway, I got fired and then the thing. They said, "Hey, what are you doing? You're asleep." I was on a job
Sleeping on the
like 3
job.
weeks. Another job I lost, but it's part of growing up. And
Yeah.
like we said earlier, kids, easy does it.
Easy does it. It
So,
all-
by the way, I'm sorry to interrupt you, Pete, but that's where we did play stickball a lot of summer
right,
afternoons.
Right, Joey, our brother Joe, got his teeth knocked out right there.
With
playing
with
stickball.
Oh, I did not.
Not stickball. I'm sorry, I was thinking street hockey.
Well, street hockey, yes, we
Yeah.
did play that too there. I forgot all about that with Joey.
Street hockey, yeah.
A lot of teeth getting knocked out in sports.
He got his teeth knocked out, and he picked them up, and continued playing. But then he went to the dentist. I think they were able to kind of put a couple teeth back in his mouth, actually, and they actually were saved.
That's brother Joey.
Now we're crossing the street here to go to in the park, in Watsessing Park. The Half Moon Bridge is what we called it. Hey, how's it going?
I
Is
can't
it
get
okay to park there for a little while? Oh yeah, okay. Thanks.
Oh, the old brook.
So we're in the park now, Watsessing Park. This is the Peerless tube side, and yeah, this is actually the brook here.
This is
A little piece of it.
this if I may say, was actually the first bridge that had come in for the Half Moon Bridge.
Right. This is not. We're not on the Half Moon Bridge yet. We're actually on the bridge to the bridge.
Let's call it the setup bridge.
Yeah, the little bridge.
This
And,
was many weekend nights and also weekday nights. Oh, they have a fence in here.
Okay. Not sure what's going on over there.
Another
That's a
change.
dog. That's a dog.
It's a dog park. Look
dog
at
run.
this. That was not here when we were here.
No.
But here it is. The
That's
Half
it.
Moon Bridge.
That's it.
This is it, folks. We talk about this over the years because look at the birds in there. Pete, tell me right now, does this look like it is wider than it used to be?
No.
It does to me. Maybe my eyes were closed a little bit. It looked smaller. But wow, this is memories. Look at that. Unbelievable.
Got some new graffiti, I guess, over the years.
Oh God.
some
this
new
is-
names, new people hanging out.
I haven't been on this bridge in 36, 37 years. This is incredible. Oh. I've probably got my footprint in every square inch of this bridge. I've probably got a handprint on every square inch of this bridge.
If we go down here, you can see into the park from this angle. Back there would be the back bench that way, right?
The back bench is right back there. It's still see it. It's
Yeah.
sitting right there.
And
Let's take a
that's
walk to the
Troy
White House.
Towers out there.
Yep.
Okay, so we're across from the park here. This is Watsessing Park, Glenwood Ave. And at this house here.
164.
Guess there's an interior door, huh? It's locked.
It's locked.
Yeah, it's locked. Well,
I would like to go in, but I can't unless I got in from the other side. But I'm not going to hassle it. I just want to say that this here, if you look up to the second floor, I believe there's 2 sets of steps here, if I remember correctly. I have a bad memory here. changed my life. I have seizures now. They started about 30 years ago, which I didn't know were seizures. It cost me my license 10 years ago. So I had a lifeline to drive and a tractor trailer. This was the place. An ugly scene happened here, and I'll leave it at that, but this was the place, and it's the first time I've been at the doorway since then. So I just feel like I'm closing the door on it being here in front of the door. Again, you know, just got to be careful out here because things like this happen. And I'm closing the door on it now. That's just why I have to stand in front of this door. It kind of fits in, closing the door in front of the door. So, you know, again, you know, memories, and that's what it's all about. It's coming back down to the old neighborhood and enjoying some of the stuff and remember. And I'd like to say an old saying, those that forget to remember are doomed to repeat.
Do you want to tell us what happened without using any names or?
Sure I would. What I remember is that I was out drinking heavy the second night after Christmas, and we were moving somebody, I believe. Type of people I hung around with at that time, and I'm not putting them down, but who moves at that time? Anyway, long story short, I think we were playing cards, whatever, and somehow, some way, I was leaving to go up to Zinc's, and I think I didn't have money. I asked somebody for a couple dollars. I ended up finding out that I got pushed down both sets of stairs. I split my head open in the back, and they ended up putting me out here in the sidewalk because they thought I was dead. And I woke up 3 or 4 days later, 5 days or something, a week, I don't know, in the hospital, and I was never the same. I was alcohol-free for 7 months. I decided to pick up the drink again. It took me 3 more months of just complete hell again, and that's when I went into recovery. But I didn't find out the true story until about 7 years ago of what happened and who pushed me. And I'll leave it at that, because the bottom line is I was the one that decided to go out that night and put all them things in my body. So I've learned that it always comes back to me. I was the one that decided to do that. I could blame everybody else, but that's all behind me. Here's where it happened.
Wow. I remember that. You were in a coma for 5 days or something, right? A coma?
Yeah, something like that. Or, yeah. When I came home, I really couldn't speak for a while. I was stuttering.
I remember that.
They used to call me
Your
Stutter.
head was bandaged, man.
Bandage on my head. I was bad shape.
Yeah,
They
it
called
was
the family
bad,
and they didn't
bad
think
time.
I'd make it.
Yeah. All right. Well, we visited a place that's wasn't fun, wasn't good, but it was nonetheless part of the story. All right,
See you soon.
let's move on. Just wanted to point out this was, it's Glenwood Confectionery. It was known as Teddy's, I think at the time,
Yes.
years ago. We called it Teddy's. And the store down the street was Bob's, the other one. They had Bob's and Teddy's. That was Teddy's. Thanks for joining us on our Talks on Walks today. Visiting Watsessing area of Bloomfield, New Jersey. And so I'm Pete Smith.
I'm Richard Smith, his older brother, because he's the young guy. But he's a better looking guy.
Hey.
Hey.
I don't don't know about that.
Age though,
You know,
age is wiser.
Leave a message in the comments what you think about that.
I love good comments.
Okay.
So, you know what? Watsessing Park was just a wonderful time. A lot of good memories, again, a lot of not bad memories, but just melancholy, we'll call it. What do you think?
It's history, man.
Yeah.
It's history. It's pretty powerful.
We hope we brought you a good message. Can you add to that, Pete? I don't know if that's the word. Is that the right
message.
word?
Yeah, we're giving a little message in there. Yeah, and also helping you to reminisce about the old days. Hey, if you remember anything and want to comment on it, please do so.
Please.
But guys, listen, do it please if you can in YouTube. If you can leave your comment in YouTube, it helps the channel a little bit more. It's a little plug for the channel.
And he's the producer, and he's producing with the money.
Talks on Walks.
He's got the money, not me.
Well, listen, hey, by the way, this channel is not monetized, so
What is that?
it means I can't put, YouTube doesn't pay me yet.
I thought I was going to pay for this.
I didn't tell you that? There's no money involved.
Oh, God.
But we do take donations.
Yes, we do.
If you look in the description, there's donation.
Okay.
Okay?
I do for free.
And so you can donate. And also subscribe to the channel, because that's how I need 1,000 subscribers to I need 1,000 subscribers to the channel in order to start monetization.
Seriously.
And I only have 260.
Wow.
So
That's a lot. You're on your way, kid.
I'm a quarter way there. So go ahead and subscribe. Listen,
258 here.
I know it's a pain, but just use that phony email to sign up, and subscribe, okay?
Okay, he's on his way, he is. And the pawns, okay?
Yeah. I might be posting some porn stuff. So.
Good band, good band.
Yeah.
If you're still into albums, they're coming back, the pawns.
Rich used to be a backup drummer in the Pawns.
I was a bouncer in the pawns.
Bouncer too. Yeah, oh, that's true. Yeah. That's
Bouncer
right.
in the Pawns.
Still got the guns.
All right, there you go, don't mess.
Okay.
All right.
So, so long, everyone, and
See you. To the next time. All right, we love you.
love you.
And be safe.
Thank you.
Okay.